Indeed. Our time with them was certainly bracing. Takes me back to some youthful misadventures in the Underdark. Very much so. One positive I will concede about city life is that you never know what lies around the corner. I am sure they are well used to it. Cramped streets and thin walls make for people adept at ignoring things. You could find yourself more alone in a city than in the deepest woods. It was a long time ago. I was a foolhardy young druid, intent on seeing the beauty of nature's unworldly fauna and subterranean glow for myself. Certain events transpired, and I found myself a guest of a noble drow house for a time. Well, something between guest, prisoner, and consort, perhaps. The house matron took an interest in me, and the patron also. They saw me as a novelty, perhaps. I was chained in their bedchamber for nigh on 3 years. It was touch and go for a while. It was not ideal, but not without its positives either. I did what was necessary to survive, and perhaps a few things that were less than necessary. Don't misunderstand me. I feared for my life and wanted my freedom back, but I was willing to wait for my moment. And eventually it came. Lolth's noble houses are constantly at each other's throats, and eventually some rivals of my hosts sought to unseat them. It was chaos, drow against drow, the clash of blades echoing throughout caverns, the feel of warm blood that I could not see. I took my chance and fled while all were distracted. I never looked back until I breathed fresh air again. And never learned what came of my hosts. Time can prove to be a trickster on one's recollections. What would be multiple lifetimes for others now separate me from my captivity. Perhaps I have lost perspective on what happened to me. Apologies, I meant no offense. I survived, and in years to come, I must have allowed hardships to become dwarfed by the shadow curse in my mind. I lost friends, confidants, and had the weight of responsibility bear down on me unrelentingly. There was scant opportunity for self-reflection. I am lucky to have your counsel. It was sorely needed. No, I shall not take you for granted, nor my own past. What is the point of long life if one does not make room for reflection? I never looked back until I breathed fresh air again. Indeed. Perhaps I carry more resentment than I realize. I have not had true confidants for some time. The shadow curse robbed me of almost all my peers and replaced them with the weight of responsibility. Perhaps that caused me to gild undeserving memories of my youth. The passage of time has a strange way of polishing even the most arduous of memories into precious keepsakes. Had circumstances been slightly different, I may have been put to work in mines or killed outright. I am aware. Perhaps I put too much faith in my skills of negotiation, or want to see good where there is none. It would be easy to resort to nature's fury whenever something stood in my way, yet I cannot help but feel I would be sullying the Oakfather's gifts. Naive, perhaps, but I still draw breath.